The suspect accused of murdering his mother-in-law in Sylvania, Ohio, allegedly confessed to an acquaintance. I'm Melissa Andrews, a crime and investigative anchor. This is 35-year-old Jonathan Schmidt. He was arrested after allegedly taking a crowbar to his mother-in-law's door and then killing her with it a couple weeks ago. We initially reported that Marcia Van Druten's daughter was in a very contentious custody dispute with Jonathan Schmidt at the time of Marcia's murder. Police say after Jonathan killed Marcia, he took off to LaSalle, Michigan, and contacted a friend. We've requested the supplemental police reports from Monroe County Sheriff's Office, which conducted the arrest on Jonathan Schmidt. And I want to just read this supplemental. So a supplemental is kind of additional information that's provided by the officer. So if you look at this highlighted part, an acquaintance of Jonathan's named Curtis had gotten out of the shower. He missed a call from Jonathan. He called him back and Jonathan was hysterical. Curtis said that it sounded like something bad happened and Jonathan wanted to hurt himself. So Curtis said that they could meet up to talk about what's going on. So they met up at the LaSalle bar. Curtis called police to let them know what was going on and what he had just heard. So they're at the bar, and as they begin to talk, Jonathan apparently gives a full confession to Curtis, saying that he had a hard time dealing with a custody dispute over his child and was at his breaking point. Jonathan told Curtis he went to a store to buy a crowbar and drove to his child's mother's house. Upon arrival, he walked inside and confronted the grandma of his child, that would be Marcia Van Druten, due to the mother of his child not being there. Jonathan told Curtis he took his frustration out on the grandma and that she was dead. A short time later, Curtis got a phone call from the detective. He was asked to stay with Jonathan until they got there, and we know that Jonathan was then arrested. Now, according to some other documents within this report, an officer also sees some other items in Jonathan's car. So I've highlighted this page for you here. So he's at the vehicle. This is Officer Corey Jacobs. He says, while walking around the vehicle, I observed a white beige in color rope, a claw hammer with a blue and black handle, and what appeared to be a fixed blade knife with a black handle and silver in color blade, all located on the front passenger seat of the vehicle. These items were observed in plain view through the vehicle's windows. And another page that I wanted to share with you from this report, you can see the evidence that's listed. So basically, these are items that were taken off of Jonathan Schmidt during the course of the arrest. And the top two items, blue hooded sweatshirt, white t-shirt. But then if you go to items 7 and 8, you can see broken pieces of glass located inside the hood of item 1, blue hooded sweatshirt, and broken pieces of glass located inside front pocket of item number 1. So if this is the case, this would be pretty damning evidence against Jonathan Schmidt, considering that Sylvania police have said that he broke the glass at his mother-in-law's house and then killed her. We also know via the coroner that Marcia Van Druten died by multiple blunt force trauma. So if you put all the pieces together, Jonathan Schmidt is alleged to have bought that crowbar, gone to Marcia Van Druten's home, bashed in the door with the crowbar, and then hit Marcia Van Druten with it. He is to be arraigned on 7 charges, including aggravated murder, on Wednesday in Lucas County Common Pleas Court.